Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 12. Oh, there it is. Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with a span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in scales, and the hills in a balance? I'm going to repeat that. Who hath measured the waters in the hollow of his hand, and meted out heaven with a span, and comprehended the dust of the earth in a measure, and weighed the mountains in the scales, and the hills in a balance? You know, we can learn a lot about a person by the appearance of their hands. The hands of a hard worker are very rough. They're gritty. While others sometimes are soft and gentle, the hands of a hero might be full of scars, while the hands of a baby are very small and delicate. God has powerful hands. He uses them to measure the oceans, to move mountains, part seas, and He is the one who has created our bodies by blowing the breath of life into our lungs. He is the ultimate potter, and we have nothing to fear as He molds our life according to His will. In the moment we start praying and asking God, God, let your will be done. God, I pray for your will. I'm not praying for the things that I want. I'm not praying for this big house. I'm not praying for this car, and I'm not praying for this job. No, Lord. I told you that I'm going to give my life to you. So I'm praying for your will to be done. God, I want to see your plans that you have planned for me, that you have set for me to be put upon my life. Lord, I have asked for whatever you have in store for me, what you have planned for my life, because I said that I give my life to you. That means I want to follow you. That means I want to deny myself and pick up the cross and follow you. So in denying myself means I'm not going to live in my flesh. Means I'm not going to sit here and ask for these things of this earth. God, I just want to ask for your will to be done in my life. How beautiful, how blessed will our lives be when we offer to ask for what God wants for us, when we follow what God has in store for us. See, God keeps His promise. And if you keep on asking for prayers for this and that, He'll give it to you. Those are the things you're asking for. Those are the things that you want. He will bless you with them if it is His will to bless you. But don't settle. Why would you want to settle? Oh, I can see why some people want to settle for these things and that. Because when you best believe you're going to be careful what you ask for, because you will get what you ask for. So if you sit here and want to get up and be a disciple just like the disciples were in Jesus' time, remember they're going to have to drink the same cup of suffering. So are you prepared to drink from that same cup? See, every one of us is going to suffer. As long as we're following Christ, we'll be tempted. The devil will try to destroy us. We're going to be, every day is a battle. See, you know, here's the thing about some of the Christians that give up too easily. Because they think that once they begin to follow Christ, once they begin to get in there and keep on that walk and keep on that path, and they get close and build up the relationship with God, and do the things it's so supposed to do. They don't let go of all their sins. The temptations no longer bother them because they no longer act that way. They have already, character inside of them has already changed. They think now that the road is going to be easier. But they gotta remember, every day you'll be battling against Satan. So just because it was good for a week and you felt that fire inside you and everything, and now it seems like, well, I don't hear from God too much anymore, and I'm being attacked here and there. Lord, what is going on? And I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. It makes a lot of people think that they have fallen back, or that they're no longer in there. Because you know what? You will always be battling every day. You deny yourself every day. There's no finish line right there. Where, okay, now I've gone this far, so now I no longer have to go through these things. That is the biggest lie. You were supposed to go through those things every day. You got to remember, you're in a battle, you're in a war between good versus evil. Until the day you die or until Jesus comes. The battle is not going to end. That's the only time that the finish line will be done. When God comes and says that it is done. Whether he said it's done by taking your life, or it's done because he has come back. You're always to have on the armor of God. You're always got to be prepared to be in a battle. And just don't take, because if you heard from him and now you don't hear so much about him, it could be that you're doing good and now he's going, and you don't need that because you have enough strength to do that fight and that battle on your own for that moment, because he made you that strong. He's changed this about you, and you've been in prayer and you've been in the word, so you become a mightier warrior, that you're able to do certain battles on your own because he gave you that strength. He hasn't left you. He's seen what you can do with that power and with that strength that he gave you. Every day is going to be a battle. It's not going to sit there and settle and be easy. Following Christ is always going to have its ups and downs. It's going to be good days. It could be bad days. Every day could be rough. You could have really good long days. That's good, where it could be good days for a long period of time, and then come forth. You just don't know. But that's what makes it exciting. It's never a dull moment to be a Christ follower. That is for sure. But you always got to be on guard. You can never get settled and say, oh yeah, no. You've got to be prepared. When you are an anointed child of God, you best believe that the devil is constantly looking to get in there and to get you off. He wants you off that road. He doesn't want you on that path. Remember, he doesn't want you to make it to the very end. You're in this race until the race is over. And the race ain't never open till God says so. So don't let that doubt and that fear set in you. Don't think that just because you got in here and now that you're at a certain part or been in it for so many years in your walk, that things are going to just settle and be okay. Just because not everybody talks about their struggles on their daily things and it seems like they got it all together, God says do not compare yourself to others. Do not compare your walk with other people's walk, because there's some things that people are better at keeping it between them and God and not let other people. So you don't know what people are struggling with. You don't know the battle that they're fighting with the devil on a daily basis. Some people can't handle what some people who are battling with, who are in a close walk with God, and the relationship is really tight, where the devil is really doing some dramatic things, because you won't, if you can't believe that there is a demonic battle every day, then you're not going to be able to believe the battles that some of the people that have a really tight relationship with God, or what they're going through and what they're fighting. Those demons are real. And you best believe they are after you. They're after your children. They're after your family. And they're after your relationship with God.